Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. We are honoring #Wealth Wednesday, and we have a dear friend of ours, Mr. David Russo. He is an incredible fine artist and innovator. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Brightening our day and reminding us that it's a great life.
That's correct.
An awesome brand you've created. Tell us about the very beginning. Why What a Great Life?
Well, I think the most important thing is that What a Great Life is an inspirational art brand. So I'm marrying art with inspiration. I'm trying to create products where they feel good and there's a subtext to the product. So there's something more to it. And it's about having a great life for anybody, whether you have money or not, or, you just find it. You find it in the world. Put yourself in beautiful environments and all of the products,
Tell us a little bit more, because I would imagine there was a time in life where you felt like it wasn't such a great life, right? So tell us about your journey to that.
I'm not that guy. Because I always
You're just born. I hate
lemonade.
people like you that are always as happy the minute they were born.
Well, no, listen, we all go through difficult challenges and whatever, but I think one of the most important keys to life is you find the good within the bad. I think every difficulty that you go through, you have a choice. You can either go left or you can go right, and you really you have to go to the positive, because you're given, 80, 90 years? So you have to, there's no really time to waste in that negative space.
But
so
most
you have to
people learn
switch it.
that.
You have to know how to switch it.
I think there might be something in the water there too. Right?
Yes, that's
the
right.
Your friend.
Yeah, that's correct.
Miss Williams, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. So what was that experience like, sort of growing up there? Did that influence you in any way?
It did. I mean, it was a very creative high school. A lot of great people came out of that high school, and a lot from entertainment industry. And we were on the East Coast, so it was odd, I guess. But it was 60s and 70s, growing up. So we were tend to be open to things, and I always led creatively. So I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time in school though. So I actually did not get a high school diploma. So I left at 10th grade and I was out, and I went to work and carried my portfolio around, and so it's just that's what you did.
It's incredible.
Fast forward to a fine art gallery in Malibu.
Well,
or not Malibu, in
no.
Maui.
Well, we did have a gallery. We had a gallery on Front Street on Maui for a long time. That was right before I went into the entertainment industry and came to California. And but we have a gallery in Las Vegas in the Venetian, and we have a gallery in New York City, Pop Art International Gallery. So we sell the originals there. But the clothing, and we have a great store called wagglestore.com, W-A-G-L, What a Great Life, store.com. So that is taking all of the art, hundreds and hundreds of images, and applying them to beautiful products, and I'm loving it, because you guys are fashion, and I come here and I see I watch the show and I'm like, oh my God, these guys are incredible, and I just love the world of fashion and style, and so I've been living it for the last 6-8 months, just creating products and leggings and all kinds of fun stuff for people. So it's a new adventure.
Speaking of leggings, I mean, how fun are
my
these?
gosh.
Every piece is so unique, and every piece has such a story. And how can you not just be happy when you see something like this, right?
These are cute.
Oh my gosh. Mia, Zoe, my two little nieces.
Cute.
Yes, they're
They
perfect.
need and want.
Yeah. And we've got grown-up stuff too. And we've got some outrageous.
Oh my gosh.
So we're not going to be your leggings that you get at Target and whatever, black or browns or grays or whatever it is. These are crazy, outrageous, fun. It's really kind of it's attacking the world with art. That's what it is.
Let's talk about that, because your art is very unique in that way. All these vibrant colors. What is it that it speaks to you?
Well, the color palette changes. I'm doing some more that are a little more subtle right now to add to the vibrancy of these colors. So I'm trying to create an overall palette for the brand, but I pick colors that represent how it feels good to me. I mean, sherbet colors and things when you were a little kid, the twin pops, those colors, all of those things that because I have an opinion that you're chasing your childhood your whole life. All the things that you learned and you experienced in your youth, you're going after the things that make you feel good. So I'm trying to emulate that in all the products with the colors and the patterns and mandalas, because there has a spiritual
Right.
And
So Wealth Wednesday, speaking of, people out there might be watching going, how can I learn? How can I develop a business?
The first thing I would say is you follow your passion, because there is nothing more important than, whether it's difficult or not, you're going to be always in the zone if you're having your needs met. So whether you're a bowler or a skydiver or a painter or whatever it is, you have to do that. You can't do anything else. I mean, you can have a job where you make a living on the side, but as soon as you're finished with making a living and supplying somebody else's business with money, you need to go home and spend 6 and 8 hours on your own thing. Don't watch TV, don't bother with all that stuff. That's everybody else making money. You can actually do it yourself by applying yourself and doing your little second business on the side until you build it.
We completely agree.
Yeah.
So there's somebody out there, they're down to their last $1,000.
Really do think that, my experience is that you actually, if you want to make money, you would need a product, something that people would like and appreciate and want to have in their life. So you kind of have to identify that. So if you have a specific passion, there probably are products and merchandise that actually can be tributaries out from the center point of that passion.
Like your fabulous lifestyle pieces, these incredible pillows that would, I swear, if this was in my room, how can you not be inspired? How can you not wake up and feel alive and want to embrace every moment of that business, of your calling, of your passion? Because the mandalas, the birds, the stories, the inspiration, just that these patterns give me.
It's true. There's, these, like when you pull this up, it's on this too, but there's a life affirmation coin in the center, and the birds mean freedom, butterflies means change and growth. So, there's a conscious effort to kind of include these things within to make you feel wealthy. It's not just about being wealthy. And for instance, we met, at a beautiful little restaurant that she said I draw in, and I have about 5 of those restaurants on this side, New York and different places, and they're beautiful. They have palm trees and there's beautiful views, and can people afford it? You can actually. For instance, you can go to any city has a resort hotel. They have a lounge,
So true, right?
Casa del Mar, and they're free. You can sit, enjoy music, have a drink, whatever it is, and you put yourself in that environment. I spend time drawing in those places. So I'll find those places that make you feel good, and then from that feel good, you actually can boost your life, and you're like, wow, I got these great
advice.
feelings.
Yeah.
In LA, we have so many amazing hotels that you can't help but be inspired when you go in there.
Absolutely. I mean, you have such a strong psychology bent, obviously, such a
Yeah,
strong
yeah.
psychology expertise.
100%.
I love that you've integrated it so well into your art. And
I don't think it's been done before. I think there's art out there, but inspirational art I think is important. I think other people should be doing it too. Not they should be doing my stuff. Please don't do my stuff.
Inspirational art that has a functional purpose,
Yeah.
that we can wear, that we can
That's
pride
right.
ourselves in, that we can lounge in and on these pillows. I mean, that's really important and very unique.
And and also these colors, like these are, there's another. So those are vibrant, but yet these, are subtle. So and they, these again have all of those same elements, the flowers, whatever, things that actually make you feel positive. So
what makes you feel positive?
creating art. I mean, unfortunately, psychologically, that's the way I really communicate. I communicate in a lot of other ways, but my best communication is through the work. If I want to impart something to somebody or somebody's having a bad day, I might write something, but I will send a piece of artwork that reflects some way for them to get out of it.
You're very intuitive in that way. The other day, I got a very nice email from David. It had this beautiful piece of art, and he said, what, I thought this might speak to you. And not strangely enough, it was exactly what I needed in that moment. And it just changed my day.
And that's not about me, actually. I think that's about the bigger picture. I think that those things come to you when they need to come to you. And we're kind of all catalysts, as little angels that jump into somebody's life for a second. And, I drop you a little thing and you're like, God, I had a bad day this morning. And now, so I think that's what we should be doing for everybody, or for all of us.
Well, and so much of your work in Weigel also incorporates nonprofits and charities.
That's true. That's true. I do a couple of times a year. I would do charity. So I go to a charity and I paint a big painting for 5 hours while everybody watches in a gala, and then it goes to the live auction and they get 100% of the money. And I was thinking, wow, this is a great way to use art in order to help people. It's another way. So that's really a big focus of mine. And I also have art parties that I'm just starting now, which I'm going to try and make a thing. And they're celebrity art parties. So the first one I did is Jane Seymour's house, and Jane and I did it together, and we brought a whole bunch of people in, and she's an artist as well, incredible artist, and she put her art supplies down, and I put my art supplies down, and everybody showed up, and they're painting and drawing, and we had clay for sculpture, and you wouldn't believe how. And people should be doing these art parties because it's
Great idea.
different from books, different from you become a child again. I saw 30 people in a room be 12 years old, and they're focused on their thing and they're painting. Leave me alone, I'm doing something. It was, it's great. So I think there's a way to use art, visual arts, just like we use music and whatever, actually to help people.
Right, I love that idea.
absolutely.
Start art parties. If you're looking
Art
for a
parties.
business, so do it because we want to come and
We'll
get
do
our
it right here.
do our
Let's
We can do an art
crayons.
party right here.
Sign me up. I accept the challenge.
Well, the key is that we brought people in, and then the art we that's what you auction off. So if it's Jack Nicholson's piece or whatever, so that people would want
That's
to
super
own
cool.
it.
So where can people find you?
Well, I would say that wagglestore.com. Actually, I have a little thing here, just to make sure people like it.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Oh, perfect. His own voiceover. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Just so you know how it's spelled, WAGLE, store.com, Waggle Store.
You just
So-
saved Victoria work.
Yeah. So, you can get us on Facebook or anything like that, David Russo.
Okay, cool.
David-
Love it. Love that you've taken your art and transformed it into your business. So it's all about loving what you do, and we'll be right back, you guys.
What a great life. Thank you